All right, welcome back to Restauranttopia. We've got another great episode with the best of 2021, part two, dos.
Oh, wow.
Is that a Hot Shots reference?
Coming at you, buddy. Anthony, what's happening, man?
Nothing, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Brian?
Oh, couldn't be better. This is going to be awesome. We'd love the second part of our two-part series, Best Ofs. Don't think we're just trying to stretch out the season. This is it's January 1. We're ready to rock 2022. Don't want to forget about the past. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it was actually this good. We needed 2 parts. Yeah, so Brian, why don't you roll us into some episodes and we'll chat a little bit and get this rolling.
This is great. Anthony put together some pro clips on this. Good stuff that we wanted to share with the audience. Once again, if you're new to Restauranttopia or if you haven't gotten the whole season, this is something that you might want to swing back to. We're going to give you a little flavor at the end with some clips.
Imagine a perfect world where you can build a restaurant, open the doors, and make loads of money. Unfortunately, those days are over. It takes great leadership, hard work, and long hours to operate a successful restaurant. Together, we can make it happen. This is Restauranttopia.
First one, Anthony, episode 71, books every restaurant owner and operator must read.
You know, the funny thing about this is I wasn't even on this episode, if I remember correctly. I think you guys shotgunned this one when I wasn't around, but I still took influence from it. So kudos to you guys for this, right?
David, grab the mics. Anthony's not around.
Yeah, that's right. Let's throw down a few episodes.
Anthony went to the bathroom. Let's record something.
Next thing you know, we're doing newsletters for stuff I've never heard or seen, right? But it's all good. It's all good. No, I thought this episode was great, man. And really what it boils down to, aside from the pro clip, which I think is outstanding, but the relevancy to this is really just a better you is a better everything, right? And we so often spend time working on so many external factors. But deep down, we don't focus on the core, which is us, the core of our life, you know, and everything else orbits around it. And what you guys kind of laid out here was really kind of profound to me because I was like, my God, if I work on myself, then everything around me becomes better. And for the context of this show, better you, better business, better life, you know, and that's how I look at it. Or you could rearrange those two, better you, better life, better business, either way. But the books that you guys brought up are all great models for ways to think and ways to process information and really constructive information in there. I love it.
No, good stuff. Next one, 79, restaurant digital marketing fails and how to fix them. This is one of my favorites. I gotta be honest. I think it was my topic, but gold.
Dave, look at him being because of this nerd stuff, right? Like it's just spewing out of.
I got one other thing. So the part 2, the first 2 episodes, missing Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you were not on this one either. I don't believe.
I was not. No, I see what the trend is here.
I only have one other thing to say about this episode. Favicon.
Oh, for sure. I got probably 10 DMs and emails about that.
This is when we talk about Googling yourself, right? What your business looks like from someone else's point of view. And I think that's incredibly important for people to do. And we take it for granted a lot. We don't just take the time to simply Google our restaurant, look what our web presence looks like.
To your point, take a look from the outside and fix the simple stuff. Everyone is using all these little tiny indicators, whether it's the favicon, whether it's the updated listing, whether it's the photos, that these are simple things that you can fix and spend all of 30 minutes on, and they're good for the next year. So I think it's something that you need to do. And this is such a easy list that you can forward this on to a marketing associate or someone on your team and go, hey, listen to this episode and take care of this stuff.
Yeah, and I think the best part about it was it's all easy, achievable stuff. So yeah, great one to listen to and take action on.
Yeah, stuff you can do today.
You don't have to be a coder to know how to do this stuff. This is easy stuff. Episode 80, customer data, how to collect best practices.
Yeah, I think I was on this one.
Okay.
No, this was actually, I think this was an homage to our buddy Matt Plapp, who kind of inspired me on collecting data. He's really a warrior around that topic as far as collecting data and what to do with it. So I think I was listening to a podcast he was on and decided, hey, this is a great topic. It's not only about bringing in new customers, but it's about retaining. And how do we retain? We got to know who the customers are. You know, so get the data, market it appropriately, and you'll have a lot of success. So this was a fun episode.
Yeah, you can't remarket to someone or retarget them if you don't know who they are. So you got to collect this data. You got to reach out to them. And people love being contacted for something that they actually like. Next one, episode 82, how to hold your restaurant staff accountable with Dave Jones. Dave is a former PALS instructor, PAL Sudden Service, amazing speaker, and really good wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, this guy's like a Zen master, right? David, I should say. He taught us so much about being patient as leaders and the right thing to do as leaders and the simple stuff as leaders. And I absolutely love this episode because I think accountability is something we don't do a great job of in hospitality. A lot of us in hospitality really averse to confrontation, right? And I think David kind of takes the confrontation out of confrontation, if that makes sense, right? With his leadership style, all of a sudden you're not surprising people with the accountability club. They knew it existed. They're actually switching the dynamic if you do things right. And as per this episode, that dynamic is actually the employees will apologize to you for messing up because they're disappointed, right? Disappointed in themselves because you created perfect expectations for them and a perfect accountability system. So, accountability, as he says in the episode, is very good. It's like making your kids eat their vegetables, right? Like they may not like it, but at the end of the day, it serves them very, very well. And it's something that you need to do as their leader.
Yeah, no, well said. Yeah, that amazing episode and amazing pedigree with this guy. Definitely somebody you should listen to and then follow on all his social media platforms.
Love it.
And he's got a book coming out too.
Nice.
I don't know when it is, but we'll let everybody know.
Yeah. I'll be grabbing that.
That's cool. We love a good book. One of my top guests of 2021 was Rev. What do you guys think?
I was blown away by Rev. The practical knowledge that he dropped and the consultative takeaways that you could use like 2 minutes after the episode were so next level.
Yeah, no, this was one. This was an episode that I was not able to attend, which probably was okay because
This is a 3-part series we cut you out of.
That's fair. The worst part is I actually did record it with you guys. You just cut me out. I'm joking.
You got to bring good content.
Yeah, we got to talk to the editors.
Rev was amazing, man. And he just kept coming with the hits. I mean, this is a well thought out, well practiced guy, and definitely worth listening to and following that series. And find this guy on social media because he's got some amazing stuff. He's doing some great things.
Yeah, he has at RevCNCO CIANCIO, and then also Fun with Fries is a good Instagram account he's got. Also, he just opened a restaurant. Looks awesome.
It does look awesome. Anthony, Rev's episode 83, Marketing for Customer Acquisition, was amazing, but I also loved his second one. It's episode 85, Marketing for Customer Retention. That was so good. I definitely highly recommend people check that out. Stop trying to force buying behavior and swim upstream. Go with the flow, really identify what your customers want and how to market to them.
I feel like this is a trend in marketing because we heard similar quotes from Josh Kopel, who's another profound marketing mind, right? But they're both like, listen, try to stop trying to get people off their couch on a Monday. They're not going to do it. They're in sweatpants, they're eating leftovers, whatever the case may be. Double down on Saturday. But so many of us think Saturday is already such a good day. We don't need to improve it. It ain't broke. We're not going to touch it. But the truth is people are in your restaurant in droves and have their wallets out. Ask them if they want a coffee. Get that extra dessert out of them. Maybe level them up a bottle of wine. Any of those things, you turn a great Saturday into an absolutely amazing Saturday, and then you'll figure it all about Monday.
Love it. No, thanks, guys. Check out these clips. I think you're going to like them. It'll be a little taste of what you can expect on the full episode. If you got any ideas for 2022 and you want to share with us, just drop us a line. We're happy to answer any questions, or if you have a show topic that you think we should delve into, let us know. Thanks, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Yeah, I'm going to echo those sentiments. Take care, y'all.
Income seldom exceeds personal development. I love that one.
Oh, that one's so true.
Let me say that one again. Income seldom exceeds personal development.
So if you're not reading any books or consuming any knowledge, you're not going to grow.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we're a self-selecting group, though. They're listening to this podcast, so I know that they're intellectual superheroes.
Or they're forced to listen.
Yes.
Sorry, Mom. The world can always use one more great leader and leaving a legacy. So definitely check this one out for personal development. One of my top 5, no question.
All right, number 2, update your Google My Business and Yelp listings. I can't get over this. This is something that is table stakes. Thousands of people are going to these two places monthly. They're seeing your information and your phone number's wrong. The photos are bad. The link to the website is broken. These are the things that you need to fix, and it takes minutes. So go to those listings. Everyone is using them. Google is driving traffic to both of these two places, whether you like it or not. So there's nothing you can do about it. So participate. Anthony has a great episode on Yelp. I encourage you to listen to that. But this is the blocking and tackling. Make sure you have your listing, make sure you claimed it, and make sure the information is correct.
Well, and you've said this many times, Brian. You know, go to a computer or phone that's not yours because you don't have your cookies and all your stuff, preferences, and Google your business.
Yeah.
Go in and search and go in and see what shows up and do that because it's important and it's easy to clean that up. It takes a little bit of time. Yeah. Very easy though.
Keep it simple. People want to be told what to do.
Yeah.
I have seen it time and time again. And so if you adopt that mentality, you're going to tell them through salesmanship, you're going to tell them through your menu how to engage with your restaurant. And so if you have a target price point, then you cultivate an offering that's going to hit that per customer average. And then you tell them, this is how I want you to engage with my restaurant. This is what a perfect meal looks like. That is what you should have. Because for most people, when they're dining out, they don't need to spend $200 or $300, but they're not going to sweat $5 to $10, especially if it's going to have a significant impact on the meal.
Think about what Josh just said, $5 to $10. So if you increased your ticket average by $10 for a two-top, that's what you call when there's two people at the table, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is.
I object.
That is what we call it in the game.
Yes.
In the show.
You got the lexicon down.
Your customers are the most important aspect of your business.
Correct.
They're the one giving you money so that you can have employees and have a living. Okay. Their data is the most underutilized tool that a restaurant has, especially for local independent restaurants.
Yeah.
Okay. Why? Because you typically don't collect it.
Why aren't you collecting it?
You allow everybody else to have it.
Mm-hmm.
Uber Eats, DoorDash, Yelp,
Facebook,
Instagram.
Your point of sale system is actually collecting it, and they're not sharing it with you.
Yeah.
And you may not even be looking at what they're collecting.
Yeah. Or if you are collecting it, what are you doing with it?
Yeah.
Are you actually doing something with it?
What kind of math your kids learn in Cleveland, in the schools up there. Do 2 dead goats equal 1 dead grandmother?
I think that was on my daughter's homework last night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think you have to divide. I think you have to divide by something. But
it's one of those word problems, right?
That's right.
The point is, didn't you just put yourself in the position to have to make that call?
Yeah.
Because you let it slide with one. Now you have to decide, can I let it slide with the other? And pretty soon you're like, well, yeah, I guess it's just easier to let it slide. And now everybody's got something. Their goldfish jumped out of the bowl, or their whatever it is that they now claim their own exception. And now you've just got chaos. And why even have policies if we're not holding them accountable? So here's how you do it. You have that mindset. Our standards don't change based on your circumstances. Sally, you seem to be struggling. How can we help you? We have an attendance policy. We have a policy of how you treat each other. I've got to hold you accountable to those, and we will have to let you go if you can't maintain that. So I want to help you. How can I help you? Do I need to come get you and bring you in so you'll be on time? I'd be glad to give you a ride. Do you need some time off? Do I need to introduce you to a psychologist or a counselor or somebody who can help you through this grieving process? What can I do to help you through this time? Because I can't allow your behaviors to continue within the store.
I like to tell people that my life motto is be awesome at 2 things and outsource everything else. Right? Go find the 2 things that you're really, really good at and pay somebody to do the other things.
Well, and why that hits home, man, is because the independent operator, as you know, and we talked about this before we came on, was how many hats do they wear? Like, how good can you possibly be at being the chef, the HR rep, the payroll department, and the chief marketing officer, and the host on a busy night? Like, how can you do all those things exceptionally well? You're a generalist at this point, right?
Yep. You're not a master of anything. I think the mindset shift that most independent operators should question whether they have or not is, am I a pizza maker or am I an entrepreneur, right? And if I'm an entrepreneur, what would an entrepreneur do? What would be somebody who's trying to master their business? How would they make this decision? What would I do if I thought of myself in whatever this definition is versus that definition? There's a lot of independent operators that are working in their business, not working on their business. And there are days where you have to do both. Okay, now here's where we get to which day of the week should I email my guests. Here's what we learned. In looking at the data of emailing our guests every day, the exact same email for 21 days, okay, here's what we learned. It was really hard to switch somebody's habit on a day that they weren't going to order a comfort food, right? Mm-hmm. So most people would think like, oh, I want to get more people to order pizza from me on a Monday. That's a worthy thought, and that's a worthy thing to try to work. But you know what? For people who are not going to order comfort food on Monday, getting them to choose a pizza instead of a salad is fool's errand. However, getting people, in this case, they're primarily a burger brand, getting people to choose our comfort food versus another restaurant's comfort food on a day that they were going to order comfort food was really easy. Okay? So what does that tell you? If Friday or Saturday is your busiest day of the week, you should email on Friday or Saturday. It is really hard to get people to change their habits, but it is really easy to double down on what works.
This is a high quality pod. Thank you, everybody.
Take care.
Cut.
Adios.
Thank you for listening to Restauranttopia. The gratitude that we have for each and every one of you spending your precious time to listen to this podcast is immeasurable. Please make sure to tell a friend about this podcast. And also, if you have any feedback for us, visit us on Restauranttopia.com and drop us a line. You can also subscribe on your favorite place to listen to podcasts. Thank you and have a great day.
We also want to thank our sponsor, Hillcrest Food Service. If you are a local independent restaurant and are looking for a distributor who has chef and operational consulting, provides marketing support, does menu reviews, and most importantly, wants you to be successful, reach out to Hillcrest Food Service at hillcrestfoods.com.
We are excited to announce the Restauranttopia VIP Text Club. Join by texting the word podcast to 844-928-4257. You will get access to exclusive content, industry news, deals, announcements, pro tips, and more. The VIP Text Club is an exclusive community of independent restaurant owners and professionals. Join today. Message and data rates may apply. Please check our website for our terms of service and privacy policy.
Damn near killed him.
All right.
I about spit my coffee all over my cinder blocks.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was good. They painted a nice color of tan for me.
Oh,
I know.
boy.
Yeah.
Put some books up there so I look smart.
Yeah.
I feel like if you were wearing khakis, you could just lean against the wall and disappear.
That's it. No, the books are because my wife didn't want it at the house anymore. They're all cookbooks. Yeah, she's like, what the hell are we going to do with these? And I'm like, look, I got an office. I got a bookshelf. That's exactly where they're going to go.